Alright, so if you saw my previous video, I changed to the M4 slip-on exhaust, and which is linked to my link pipe, which I had, a long time ago since I deleted my muffler box. So all good and dandy. I love the sound, and I'm overall pretty happy with it. But I don't know. I kept looking at the bike, and I feel like there's something missing. Like there's something like I want to change, and I feel like I love the look of the aero headers when they come super clean and whatnot. And I don't know. I just feel like there's something weird in here. I thought, how about if I just go back and put my exhaust shield on it? And I'm like, oh yeah, let me see. And then I did it. Of course, the M4 has the provided link to link it to this end. So I thought, oh, maybe I could just do something like that, and I could just link it and then put it in here, which we'll see will be something like this. And I'm like, it looks kind of funny because like it has all these contouring here that used to be for the original slip-on, and they don't have the same shape anymore, same contour anymore. So maybe I'm like, how about I'm most interested in just covering the area where the link pipe joins the slip-on. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean, I can leave it like that and that'll be happy. But I'm like, I'm gonna just give it a try and see what can I do with this. Right now, this is plastic. So, because I was testing to see if I like it or not, like a long time ago, and I left it blacked out for a while, and then I just ended up removing it because I got rid of my muffler box. But anyway, long story short, so I think what I want to do is just to modify it so that it exposes the slip-on, and I can still see the slip-on and the shape of it, which I don't mind. I actually like it. And then, but at least just cover this. If it doesn't come out the way I want to, it's fine. And this is a pretty cheap part that I can get anywhere. I made some marks, so this is what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is I can just do this, and then I can just either cut it in a shape like this, and then just give it a try and see how it looks. And if at the end of the day it doesn't look good and I don't like it, I can just toss it, or I can get another one. No big deal. Cool, so just give it a try. This is trial and error, so I just give it a try. Here, we'll go, and then here. Huh. I don't mind that. I mean, I don't hate it, but this here, it's like really like this. I feel like this has to go like this, something like that. So this is what I like. I like the fact that I can have it like this. I just need to find a way now to... So what I was thinking is, if I want to line up this without bending the bracket, so it has the same shape as before where it's lining up with this, I can raise it in the back, and then since I anyway need a mounting point because I'm no longer using this, I can bend this, and my idea is just to have it sitting here, bend this up, drill a hole, and then I can use this as the mounting point. I want to go little by little, and I'm not concerned about the paint because I'm just going to remove the plastic dip and my plastic dip. And my intention is just to paint it in like wrinkled black. So this might be enough to get it in a place where I can drill a hole and leverage this mounting paint, maybe. Just give it a try. Then my original intention was to actually block this area, and I think, I mean, I guess from behind you can see it, but let me see if I can flatten this one a little bit more. Okay. So I think it's gonna work. I can, of course, I'll have to fix this area and whatever, but this should be pretty easy. And I mean, I'm just gonna fix this so it looks better. So what I'm gonna do is, in case you guys haven't seen plastic dip being ripped off or removed, I'm just gonna do it on camera right now. Pretty easy. Plastic dip is super easy to remove as long as you were pretty heavy on the coats whenever you were applying it. So I did 5 coats, 6 coats maybe, and I did this back in 2016 when I bought the bike. I think this was my first modification that I did on my bike, trying to black everything out and whatever and whatnot. You see, this is like 4 years, and it's an amazing thing. People just complain because like it's the cheap way to paint a car, it's a cheap way to paint things. It doesn't matter to me. If it fits your use case, just use it and forget about what people say. I mean, I like it. I mean, if I imagine this being black, the fact that I can bend this bracket just to make sure that the gap in here is gonna be even and that's gonna look okay. I like it. I just need to, even this cut is not bad. I just need to maybe round this one up, or not even round it, I guess just clean it up. Clean this edge, clean this in here, clean in here, boom. And I think we have a winner. So yeah, cool. So now I'm just gonna clean this up, throw paint on it, and put it back together, and get a bolt for this one. And I think we have something we can work with. Something you have to think about is you can buy this. I think Yoshimura, when you buy maybe the Alpha or some of the other slip-ons, you can replace the shield, and you can get the Yoshimura one, which is a low profile one as well, which is like shorter kind of thing, whatever. I don't know if they sell it standalone, but you can buy it. I'd rather just do it, and it might not look the same as the Yoshimura, but it looks like my taste and whatever I like. And if the day I don't like it, I just toss it. I don't care. So I just don't want to be spending money on stuff that I know I can potentially just get something working for cheap, and then I'll just spend the money in the areas where I really want to get some gains. Alright, so this is the final product. Of course, if you remember correctly, this is all normal, standard. besides the fact that I caught a decent amount of it, which I don't know, I want to say maybe about 3 inches. So I caught about this much, so it was like this, but I also caught that portion at the bottom. And then if you remember correctly, I bent it because I no longer have this mounting point. So I now made this mounting point by bending the corner, and by bending the corner I now can leverage that slip-on bolt that, you know, holds the weight of the slip. And now it's all smooth, you know, the corners. So now it's just going to paint it. So I'm just gonna paint it and we'll install it, see if we like it, and if we like it, we'll leave it. If we don't leave it, we just toss it. That's as easy as that. Okay, parts painted. All right, so that's installed. Let me take a step back. So if you remember, my main goal was really just to, I don't know, kind of like clean the lines on this area where I honestly, the actual the actual piece of metal, like, you know, the exhaust doesn't bother me at all. But since I had this laying around, and I know some of the exhaust, like high-end exhaust, such as the Yoshimuras or the Alphas and whatever, they come with their own system. And after I looked, it's been a day since I started working on this, and I realized that this mounting point is actually the one that I think the Yoshimura, the other one, actually uses. So it makes a whole lot of sense that they don't route it anymore, because it's not as long as the original original sleep-on. So it makes sense that they actually shorten somehow the design, and they are now leveraging this bolt here. So it makes a whole lot of sense. So I don't know, I like it. I think I'm just gonna run it for a while. I'm just gonna be posting maybe a picture of how it used to be before, so you can have it kind of like a comparison between how it was and how it is now. But if I were to look, I just feel like it gives a cleaner look. But good thing about it is I did not spend any money on it. I just like spend my time on a project that I'm happy with and enjoying, so I don't see it as a bad thing. So if I don't like it, 2 bolts, comes out, next thing, move on. So not a big deal. So I actually like it. So you can see it for yourself. I think it flows, and it looks like it belongs to the bike. And of course, you know, by having this section in here, actually I just realized that I can probably bend this a little bit more, and I can play with this just to get it closer, maybe super line up. But I think for now I like it the way it is. But by having this indentation in here, it gives some continuity, and yeah, if I get tired of it, I can just remove it. So that's pretty easy. And the biggest thing for me is that I just don't appreciate how the clamp looks. Maybe if I paint it black, I see, you know, black all going from the slip-on all the way up to the header, it might look better. But for the most part, I think that's the part that bothered me the most. So last thing I was gonna do, it's actually I didn't get a chance to remove the insert on the slip-on last time, because the snap ring pliers that I had are the ones that are interchangeable. The heads are interchangeable, and they're not like strong enough for the type of snap ring that's inside of the inside of the slip-on with the insert. So I just bought new ones, and these ones are like heavy duty, so I can actually get the snap ring out. So I wanted to show you the sound of the slip-on with the link pipe, with and without the insert. And I'm also going to take a quick peek at the AFRs when I do it, because it's crazy how when it has the insert, it goes like fairly, if I remember correctly, I think it goes a little bit high, a little bit lean, and then when I take the insert out, goes, you know, normally goes back to what the auto tune is actually setting the AFRs to. All right. So now with the insert on. So that's all I had in this video. I just wanted to share these like small little project. Hopefully, if you have your shield, you know, you're not using it anymore, this is a super quick way that you can actually, you know, put it back to use. And I mean, to be honest, I think I like it. I like it a lot. I like how streamlined looks. It looks like it fits with the bike, goes with the bike, so I love it a lot. So that's one thing. And the second thing I also wanted to share, the sound of the slip-on with the M4 slip-on with the link pipe, with and without the insert. I don't think it was very much like noticeable, but when I get on the throttle, you can tell, you see the red lights on my Pod 300. That means that's one of the warning lights that I have when the AFR gets out of beyond the 14.7. So I know bike is just idling, but I noticed when I was riding with my insert, it was very sensitive, and it was taking a little bit harder for the auto tune just to do the correction. So I'm guessing it will take me a couple more rides until I get all the fuel mappings, you know, corrected. So yeah, super happy how it sounds. I'm just gonna leave the insert out because I like the loud exhaust. It doesn't bother me at all. I like the fact that I also have this for whenever I want to go on a longer ride, because I mean, when you go on a longer ride, having this like super loud exhaust, it's just, there's a point in time where you really, you know, it just affects the way you're riding, because it really hurts. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you again for your comments. If you have any questions, drop them, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions regarding the link or whatever I did on this video, or any of the other videos that I have posted before. So thank you again, appreciate it. Bye-bye.